What's going on, guys? It's your boy Philip's POV. We are back here with my first ever full rebuild project on the channel. So just about a year ago, maybe a little less than a year, we bought this car from auction for the channel, and the car's just been sitting in storage waiting for us to actually repair it. And the time has come, we're going to start repairing it. So today, me and my brother are going to be taking apart the front end right here so that we can get to the frame rails to straighten them out. We have it at my buddy's shop, so we're just going to get started. It's probably going to be a little bit of a time lapse, just taking a few of the things on. For those of you who don't know, this is a 2012 BMW 328 X-Drive, and it is the coupe, and it is also a M package. So this car, I got it from auction. As you guys can see, all the damage is right here in the front. I'm just going to open the hood here in a second. You guys will get to see that. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, so now I'm probably going to prop you guys up over there, and we're going to have you guys looking over here while we start taking apart the radiator support, the bumper. We're going to take the headlight out, make sure we save all the screws, and we're just going to get started on that. So as you guys can see, we actually got all the parts over there. We removed the radiator support, the radiator, the condenser, the fan, basically everything from the front. We got the headlight out, everything so that you guys can see. As you guys can see, the frame rail used to be like that. Now it's like that. We gotta fix that. Same thing with this one. It's crooked. We need to straighten it out. So we got everything we can off. So from here on out, we're basically gonna figure out how we're gonna straighten this frame. That way we can use the new radiator support and the impact bar to gauge where the frame rails need to be realigned to again. All right, guys, so it is actually the next day here at my buddy's shop working on my car. And as you guys can see, we're actually bringing more parts today. So you guys didn't get to see this in yesterday's video, but we did actually bring up the radiator support and the impact bar up to his property. And currently we have the bumper here, the hood is here, the fenders, and the headlights. So that is basically all we're gonna need, because when we're aligning the frame, we're actually gonna need to align it perfectly straight. So by having all the body panels, we're actually going to be able to align it as best as we actually can. Without them, it's a lot harder to align frames because we don't know how the gaps are going to be on each of the sides. So currently I'm actually driving to Walmart because we have to get some engine degreaser, because there's a little bit of oil leak somewhere on the vehicle, and we're actually going to power wash the area where the oil leak is. So I have to go get some degreasers, some shop towels, and a little brush in order to kind of get the dirt off. So I'm headed to Walmart right now. I will see you guys when we get there, and I'll have a little montage for you until we get back. All right, so now we're about to pull the frame. We got my buddy's excavator, got the car, the bar inside there.
Frame machine.
Well, we got the frame machine according to him. And then we got the bar right here. We're gonna start pulling it lightly. I'm gonna put you guys up so you guys can watch that happen. All right, so we got the frame held by this right here, the strap, so that the car doesn't move when he pulls the frame. So we're gonna move back over here. He got the frame machine excavator here, and he's gonna try to pull it right there.
Oh, it's going. Wait, let go of the tension a little bit. Okay.
So a little bit of an update. We managed to almost get this frame rail here on the driver's side pulled. As you guys can kind of see, it's actually a lot more straight. I can kind of show you guys. Let me flip the camera here in a second. I'm going to show you. You guys can see the frame is now basically almost straight. It actually went a little bit too much to the left. So we're actually going to straighten it back to the right just a little bit. There's a little bit of a kink at the top right there. So we're actually going to flatten that down so that it is all flush and good. So we're gonna go ahead and straighten that out, do some finishing touches. We also have to do a little bit of framework right here to this. So it basically pushed back to be pretty even. The only thing is this needs to be bent a little upward. So we're gonna get to doing that a little bit later. And then we also have to finish up this and move it that way. And then the frame should be pretty much good to go. But you guys will be seeing montages of us working on the different things, because I can't really talk while we're kind of moving it because it is very loud with the excavator here. But it is working really well. The strap's connected to this tow truck right here. So we're just gonna go ahead and straighten it as best as we can. So this side is practically done. We also have a strap down again to hold the car from moving too much, and we're gonna try to pull this side.
Oh, you want to?
We're about to pull. This apron is a little crooked right here, so we have to pull it just a little bit to straighten it out. That way we can fit the radiator support on perfectly, and then we're gonna try to line the other side. So you guys are about to see us trying to pull this side. We have 2 bolts put all the way down with nuts on the bottom. Alright, so we actually just got done pulling this apron right here, and that frame right there is actually good to go as well. So you guys can see, if I actually lower the hood and you guys can actually watch, let me just put this camera up right here. So if I lower this hood right now, you guys will actually see that right here, the hood actually aligns perfectly. Now, if I move the camera and you guys look from this angle, you guys will see that gap is right here is perfect. Now, the only thing is, on the other side, this side is actually crooked a little bit because we need to finish pulling the frame on this side. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna pull this apron a little bit this way and out, and this is gonna get straightened out a little more this way, and then both frames should be good. The radiator support should be able to bolt on just like factory. So we put on the other hood, the new one, in order to get the actual pieces aligned, so you guys will be able to see that for the next scene. We're gonna do the pulling of the frame. Alright guys, so we got the frames all good to go. So what we did was we basically pulled this frame first, then we did the apron here, and then for the second frame rails that I told you guys we were finishing up, we actually got this one aligned, and we basically measured based on the impact bar how far this screw needs to be to get to this one. So that way, as we're pulling it, we can actually pre-measure it and know that, boom, it's gonna fit. So once we had these guys lined up, what we did was we actually finished up the apron right here. Now, since the apron, we were able to get it all finished up, we were able to actually put on the radiator support and the impact bar. Now, I didn't record any of this because I don't want to show the car with the pieces being put back together until it's actually time for us to put everything back on. So basically for the rest of this episode 1 of this rebuild, I'm basically just going to clean up as much as I can off the top of the engine, kind of clean up the engine bay as much as I can. We are going to be washing down the oil because it looks like there's a little bit of an oil leak. Not a little bit, it's quite a bit somewhere, but we haven't figured that out yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it. So you guys will see a little time lapse of me cleaning it, and then I'm gonna be cutting this episode. Once I have it all cleaned up, you guys will get the outro for the video and we'll be good. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys before I start cleaning, I want to show you guys. So you guys saw in the beginning, frames were messed up. Now, as you guys can see, they look really straight. I mean, whenever you're pulling a frame after it's been an accident, you want to try to do your best to get it as straight as possible, but most of the time you're never going to get it 100%. Now, based on what we were able to do, I think this is as close to 100% as we're going to be able to get. We basically were able to align this frame perfectly. We got the apron lined up. We basically used the hood to kind of guide around where the fender was, and that way the apron moved in and it actually aligned up. Now on this side, it was a little different because this frame apron was actually low. So we had to lift it up a little bit and basically tilt it to the left. That way we can actually get the radiator support to bolt on right there. This frame rail, on the other hand, was also bent quite a bit like that, but we were able to get it bent right back in. And as you guys saw, we were using this bar right here. Now this is an aluminum bar, and this bar helps us guide and keeps the inside of that from crinkling, so it keeps the frame rail straight as it's being bent. So that way the bar is a good way to actually pull it. Now if you're ever doing your own frame pull, make sure that you actually strap one side of the car. Usually you would have the car on a frame machine, but we chose to do it this way just because the frame machine that we were going to use, it didn't work out to use it. So we went ahead and just strapped it to this tow truck right here, and we were able to actually pull it that way. Now for the next part, you guys are just going to see me clean up as much as I can. It's probably not going to look that clean, you know, we do have to do a more in-depth clean, but for right now, I just want to get as much as I can clean so that it looks pretty nice before I actually start putting on the new parts. Alright, so we're actually going to cut this episode a little short. It is raining quite a bit. I'm going to go ahead and finish up cleaning whatever I can. And then I'm just going to kind of work on it a little bit more on mocking up, making sure all the frame rails are 100% ready to go for the next video, for when we're actually going to probably start putting things on. So thank you guys so much for watching part 1 of rebuilding my 2012 BMW E92 M Sport. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm just trying to get out there, you know, I'm trying to get this to more wide of an audience. So if you guys do like and subscribe, even comment any questions, concerns, or whatever it is, that'll definitely help my channel kind of get out there, and share the video with your friends if you'd like. If you guys did enjoy this video, like I said, like or subscribe, whatever you can, you know, it's free. Go ahead and do that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.